Jeez, 80 seconds. Good gosh, this countdown is absurd. I don't know why I've made this countdown so long. I mean, the idea was I could start it and then whatever things I needed to do before I recorded, I could like get done. I don't know why I've made this countdown so long. But I mean, that hasn't really panned out in any meaningful way cuz of I'm sorry. This is actually working out because I got really distracted by something I had to do. So yeah, good long countdown. Plus, it gives folks time, in between. Oh, Crafty Mine is here. Howdy, Crafty Mine. The dexterous operation. Are you dex? Or can you use both hands at the same time? Is that dexterity? Dexterious. I don't know. PJ Inc. Howdy, welcome to the stream. Good gosh, folks. Things have been crazy. I hope you can hear me well. I haven't streamed a proper game in a while, so this will be a little bit different. And in fact, I've never streamed this game before, so that'll be a little weird. So you know what? We got 10 seconds for me to make sure I've actually got everything ready to go. Oh, geez, I haven't even 5, 4. Oh, this is gonna happen. This is just gonna happen. Here we go. Howdy, folks! No face cam today, because today we are technically recording an episode of Minecraft Weekly, and I'm still in creative mode. Forgot to change it. For those of you who don't know, yes, I think I mentioned this last time. I do use creative mode at the end of each episode to kind of fly around and get pictures of things for thumbnails. So hop outside, get a picture of the house, F1. But as mentioned also last week, if I tried to cheat using that, you would know, because I do literally nothing between, let's see, game mode. Can I say survival? Does that work? Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Back in the day, you actually had to use the numbers, but it's cool that that now works. You would know if I was trying to cheat, because I would have things in my inventory I didn't have last time, and as previously mentioned, we don't do that. Now, if you're watching this after the fact, maybe you've sat down, it's the year 2020, and you're watching through my Minecraft Weekly series, and you're thinking to yourself, hey, what the fudge is going on? Well, I suggest you find some other videos from this time period. You'll find out that I am suffering through a dark period where I had a hard drive crash and I'm in the process of rebuilding in 10 minutes, folks. In 10 minutes, the final files will be done. Dexterous means really good with your hands and having, there we go. See, we've got it sorted out now. 10 minutes, the final restoration will be done. I mean, it could have been done in a day, but I'm a noob. I didn't understand how the restoration would work. I didn't know that if the computer automatically put drives to sleep to save energy, that would stop it. I didn't know that if it tried to do another backup during a restoration, that would stop it. I've got all these things sorted out, so if in the future I have another raid break, at least in the future, I'll know what's up and this won't happen again. So in a way, it's good that this happened, because no data was lost, and I've learned my lesson, and now I can share it with you guys. If y'all could comment, though, I'm keeping an eye up on the chat, so if you guys could let me know, hey, Cub, it's too loud, it's too quiet, hey, what's up with them sheep things, Cub? Just, feedback, good old feedback. Feedback is good. I've been kind of concerned lately because, as some of you may know, I'm buying a house, and I'm having to move to a slower internet connection, and I'm a bit worried live streaming will not be able to be a thing there, at least for now. It's an area that is growing. Maybe in a year or two, I'll be able to get my old ISP out there, but hopefully that won't be a problem. Now, something else we need to address about the future. I've talked about this a little bit when we started the series about playing this particular version of Minecraft. Minecraft 1.9 is coming along pretty great. I don't know if y'all have been keeping track of the Snapchats. The Snapchats? No, not that. The snapshots. But there's been some pretty awesome stuff going on. And I've decided that even though I won't have access to my great mods, my fantastic mods like my NEI, at least not at the beginning, it'll take a while before that gets ported over, I've decided that when we can, when the full release is out, we'll move to 1.9. Now, in order to do that and take everything with us, we're gonna have to do a bit of magic. So some of you, maybe you've watched my Tech It series. I see right up there the dexterous operation. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Dexterous, I feel is correct. Has been watching me since my first Tech It series, so you'll remember Wizard Ralph, I'm sure. Great guy, Wizard Ralph. Him and his wizard buddies are going to come in here, and they're going to help me move everything that we've built here within a pretty good chunk of land to the brand new world in 1.9 when we get around to that. So it's not going to happen soon. It's going to happen. I might wait a little bit after the full release. I'm pretty excited about it, though. Yeah, OMG, lol. I agree with you there, Johnny Murray. I feel bad now because I didn't think to add the chat to the screen. So people watching in 100 years will have no idea what's going on. That being said, Wizard Ralph, good guy, he's going to help us move all this stuff, but he wants me to, map out the land. And I talked about this in the last episode, too. I wanted to build a wall. Shrek style, I want to build a wall around my land. So big 10-foot wall, and people will leave us alone, and we can just be ogres, the ogres that we are. So we're going to build a wall around our territory here, a pretty substantial one. This might take a while, but this is a live stream. So hey, we got nothing but time. We got all the time in the world. First off, how do I build a wall? Is that, let's see, some cobblestone? Oh, egads, Batman, this will be super simple. Now my concern here is that I don't really have a whole lot of cobblestone left. I turned a lot of it into stone, which I did something with last episode. I think oh, you know what we did? It wasn't last episode. Or maybe it was. We built these stairs. How long ago was that? Maybe that was last episode. No, wait a minute. Hold on. What did I do? Was it the fence? I know that I expanded the fence last time. Jeez, I don't actually know. I don't know what I did. I don't know what's going on around here. All right, well, in any case, we're going to have to go mining. So let's go ahead and get rid of all of these things that we do not need. And I do mean all of them. Oh, no, we're all out of room. Part of this problem is that I'm not doing proper organization. That's part of the problem here is the reason we're running out of room and stuff. But you know what? It's kind of at a point where I'm okay with that. You know what? We'll get around to proper sorting and whatnot later. For now, whoa. Oh, I forgot I got all those chests from... That's right. We went to that temple. We found a temple. Oh, man. That is totally correct. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Levi, this is not a mod pack per se. This is actually Minecraft Weekly. It's just vanilla Minecraft with NEI added and a couple other things. So what do we need to dig? I don't think we need this to dig. No, we don't need this to dig. We just really need a better pickaxe because we got a stone one, but that's not going to get us anywhere anytime soon. We'll go ahead and we'll ruin the stone one, though. We'll completely wreck it, and then we'll upgrade to our iron one here. Hopefully we'll find some more iron. We're going to have to go deep underground. 4 torches? We'll not venture too far, I don't think. I think we'll just stick pretty close to the surface. Alrighty. Fare thee well, my friends. I'm going down past the bedrock. That's not the words at all. This seems like a good as place as any. Let's do this in kind of a systematic way. Let's not just bore a massive hole. In fact, you know what? We could almost make this artistic. We could almost make this like a sculpture in the side of the underground. We'll just like lightly carve away. I think I'm going to become an arborist. I feel like this is something we should discuss. So the other day, I was driving around and I was talking to my dad. He was in the vehicle with me. And we were looking at bonsai trees. And I was like, we should grow bonsai trees. And he's like, yeah. And then somehow I went from bonsai tree, little bitty trees. You know, you just get any old tree you want and you just pluck at it and pick and prune it and you make it little bitty. Right? Went from that to giant sequoia trees. And I ended up ordering 3 of them and I'm now attempting to grow them. They're at my parents' right now. I just recently potted them. And I'm going to be moving them to my new house, which I'm purchasing. I guess April 7th when I sign the papers, I'll move the trees over there. I'm going to be doing my best. I've gotten real into growing things lately. I think that it kind of started when I realized I couldn't have animals at my current apartment. I started looking into trees and stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of want a dog because I got a house now. And I kind of want a cat because I have a house now. But I've still got that itch to grow something and see if I can actually successfully. Now I was told I could relight torches when they burnt out. And I thought I just saw one go dead. Maybe not. Interesting. Like I say, I really don't like this mod, and I'm not going to miss it when it's gone, when we update to 1.9. Howdy there. Welcome to the stream, Rui Escada. Yeah, I feel like I really nailed that name. Rui Escada. Yeah, so I'm going to grow trees. I'm going to have a cat and a dog. Probably not all happening soon. I want a fence in the backyard and get like a doggy door so the dog can get in and out before I actually get the dog. And then as far as the cat goes, I've got to find one. I don't want a full-grown cat. I want a kitten because I like to bond with cats at a young age. Otherwise, I don't care for them. If it's like a kitten and I raise it, I love it and I adore it. But if it's just a cat, I'm like, what are you doing? Stop looking at me. I don't like you. And then that's pretty much my relation with all cats, except for Robert, who I raised from a kitten. So I'm seeing a pattern there. Got to get a kitten. But the trees, I've already got them. They're growing at my parents' house. We're doing a pretty good job considering I've had them for like 2 days now. I think that I did all right. I read all the directions. I made a nice loose soil. I used what is it called? Perlite? Perlite to make the soil nice and loose. I didn't even know that was a thing that existed until I bought it. And then I'm keeping it moist because the giant sequoias grow in moist, not muddy though, but moist dirt. I feel like I'm going to get it. The thing is, I'm concerned because in about 200 years, they're going to be so tall they won't be able to suck up water from the earth. And unfortunately, where I live, I don't have the natural fog that they have, which is how they get a lot of their water. So in 200 years, it might die. But I'll be dead by then, too, so I don't really see me caring much. I don't think I'm going to be looking down on my tree from heaven and be like, oh, no! Oh, well, whatever. 200 years from now. Maybe by then, my grandkids, my great-grandkids, will build a device that'll be able to generate a mist around the trees 24/7 and, like, hold it in a force field, and my giant sequoias will continue to grow. Otherwise, if I leave them out in the full sun, they'll grow wider instead of taller, which is great because we have a lot of full sun in Texas. Lots of bright blue skies and a bright sun, so that'll be fine. They'll grow wider instead of taller, and they won't necessarily be giant like they are in the what is it, the King National, oh man, what is the, okay, in California. I've been there. It was great. That's the reason I picked the giant sequoia. The King's Forest, King's National Giant, it's where they got like the General Sherman and all those other big trees. Oh, it's fantastic. Wonderful place. What are you doing, Cubs? Well, today it's going to be... okay, let's start from the top here. How am I going to train the dog? I don't know. I've never done it before. The guy who fixed the trees in your world is pretty good. Is that a... what? That guy who fixed the trees in your world... is that a reference to something? Is that a reference to something that I did? I feel like that's a reference to something that I did, and I don't even know what we're talking about. And that makes me feel bad, because it makes me feel like I'm not even paying attention to my own lore. What are you doing, Cubs? Well, today I mean, me personally, I can't speak for all of us, but today I'm just digging up some stone so I can build a wall. That'll be pretty fun. Cub, I'm finally back! Great vids so far. I like the fact that you cannot stop talking about random stuff. Well, thank you, Not Active, for being active in the chat. That's pretty great. Haha, I'm sorry, WTF, ha ha ha, I love this rant. Me too, it's fantastic. With a carrot? On a stick? I don't know what y'all are even talking about right now, but that would be pretty great if I could put a carrot on a stick and then maybe get on, like, the back of a pig and have the pig fall. That's a joke, guys. I know that that's actually a feature in the game. And no, I wouldn't use it if I wanted to ride something around. Where's Thunderhoofs? Why don't I have Thunderhoofs in this series? I'm not even using Thunderhoofs in Tekkit Legends. I mean, since we started the series, I've ridden them maybe once or twice. And yes, Tekkit Legends is coming back, guys. It's coming back. Assuming they don't roll out something newer and better, it's going to come out in May 2nd, and it's going to be pretty awesome. I've got some plans for it. I think we could probably just, I mean, we can probably leave the dog, Buttercup, over in the Tekkit Legends series. And we'll move Thunderhoofs here, and we'll have him. We can ride him around. It'll be great. I see some questions coming through. Yay! From Slime Games. You're darn right, yay. Dude, you should come join my world, and we can chill. Do you have Netflix in your world? Because I love me some Netflix and chill. I am digging, and you can laugh at me if you will, I am digging Fuller House, and here's why. Someone asked me, hey, did you watch Fuller House? And I was like, yeah. And like, what did you think? And I was like, it's delightfully terrible, just like the original. And I like that. I love the delightful, terrible cheesiness of it all. It's fantastic. Great. Good Netflix and chill show there. And I've only watched the first 3 episodes. I'm totally shipping Ramona and Jackson. I know they're like 11 years old, but hey, it's never too young to ship people together. Whew, okay, what made you want to start YouTube? Actually, I started YouTube making just weird parody videos. Oh, man, should I go back to, like, the beginning? Do you want, like, the whole history of, like, the gaming specifically? Or I guess we'll go all the way back to my first channel, which is still on YouTube. And if you can find it, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but boy, is that embarrassing. I wanted to make videos ever since... see, I've got to go all the way back for this. Okay. All the way back. You ready? Here we go. Way, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Dun 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 dun. Star Wars. Star Wars is technically what made me want to start making YouTube videos. It's a long, drawn-out story, but pretty much the first time I saw Star Wars would have been Episode 4. I was about 5 years old. I went over to a friend's house, and he's like, "Hey, come watch this. It's awesome. It's got, like, laser swords and laser guns." And I looked at the screen, and it was just a blonde kid walking across the desert. And I'm like, this looks dumb. I'm not watching this. This looks like a boring Western, which is weird, because I have a whole new appreciation for Westerns as a sort of adult. I guess I'm sort of an adult. But as a kid, I was just like, nah, this is what my dad watches. Let's go outside and play games. And so I completely missed my chance to watch the original Star Wars and fall in love with it at that time. However, the next year, 6 years old, the year's 1999, my father, we're all sitting around. We need something to do. He's like, family activity. Let's all go see that new Star Wars movie. For those of you who don't know, it's The Phantom Menace. I had seen the commercials, and they looked terrifying. As a child at 6 years old, the aliens were scary. The Padme was scary. The Padme Amidala, she looked creepy. I'm like, I don't want to see that, Dad. That looks terrible. Turns out I was kind of right. But at the time, well, we'll just get into it. We go down there, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I'm going to spend the whole time with my eyes closed. And from the very start of that movie, look, say what you want to about that movie. Whatever you say will probably be true. But watching that as a 6-year-old in 1999 was the most incredible experience of my short 6 years on Earth. From the very opening, that dun 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 dun, I was like, this is weird. I've never seen a movie like this before. And I didn't even realize that this Star Wars was the same thing my friend wanted me to watch at his house. None of the dots connected, but they had these massive, like, just CGI worlds. There's this big space, and there's these crazy aliens and peculiar accents. It was incredible to watch as a kid. I just remember the whole time being like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Jar Jar's hysterical. There's this massive battles and robots and a kid who races pods. This was the first time I ever left a theater loving a movie. And I remember trying to contain my little 6-year-old enthusiasm, but I couldn't. I just gave up. And I started hopping around the movie theater parking lot, waving an invisible lightsaber around. My mom was like, oh, no. And I was like, I'm a Jedi. And Mom's like, they have toys, right? And I'm like, oh. My first toy was a Qui-Gon Jinn, because he was awesome. And I loved Star Wars, and I loved it so much, I wanted to... What do you mean, boring? I'm not wasting time. Someone asked me about this, so I'm talking about it. As I was saying. What was I saying? I can only sleep at night, no dip. This Borgin Vassal guy. Shrek off, Borgin Vassal, if you don't like to hear a story of my past and how I started making YouTube videos. And so, right, it wasn't, we're going to skip ahead a bit. It wasn't until they came out in 3D, and I told my little brother, come on, I'm going to take you to see The Phantom Menace in theaters, because it was the first one I saw in theaters, and it'll be the first one you saw. About halfway through the movie, I was like, oh no. Oh, the internet's right. This is terrible. This is a bad movie. And I still like it, but I like it in the same way that I like all of the prequels. I love them, but I recognize that they're awful. So anyway, I watched that. I loved it. I went home. My mom was like, they have older ones. I'm like, oh, I gotta see that. So I watched all of the older ones. And I was like, I want to do this. I want to create videos like this. I gotta do it. So a few years later, my parents bought me a video camera. I started editing using a fantastic program. Not sure if you ever heard of it. Windows Movie Maker. Excellent software right there. It didn't crash every 10 minutes. What are you talking about? But I made a few little videos. And when I finally got fed up with our PC, I convinced my parents somehow, over the course of 3 months, I convinced my father it would be a good investment in my future to buy me a MacBook. And he did. And I watched so many tutorials and guides on it that by the time I got it, I had it set up within 20 minutes of leaving the Apple Store on our way home. And I was in the room, and I was editing videos. And that was it. I was on the roll. I was doing it. And I made a bunch of funny little skit videos, just kind of figuring that out. And I uploaded those to YouTube. They're on YouTube. I won't tell you where they are or how to find them, because to be honest, I don't want you to. But if you do, tweet me. Let me know. That could be interesting. So what was I talking about there? Right, so I got real distracted. Every time I glance up at the chat and I read, I get distracted really bad. It's not good at all. But so I started sitting around. I started thinking, okay, how I kind of got out of it, right? I got real into high school, which is this thing you have to do at a certain age. Kids, it's not fun. Adults, you've been through it. You know what I'm talking about. It's kind of distracting. So I didn't make as many videos. But then I got into Call of Duty. So we're moving on to the second part of the story, the video game phase. So I already had a love for creating content, and now I started going over to a friend's house and playing Halo and playing Call of Duty, and I was like, I gotta get me an Xbox, and I did, and then I started playing online, and I'm like, oh no, I'm really bad, and I started looking up videos online I started Googling tips, right? And what did I find? Well, of course, I found C-Nanners. And C-Nanners was the best thing ever. He was hysterical, he was informative, he was amazing, and so I'm watching, and I was like, oh, this is great. I want to do this, and I've always had the theory that if you see something and you think you can do it, you should probably at least give it a try, because you're doing yourself a disfavor, or a disservice if you don't. But I was a noob. I didn't know how to record my Xbox. I wasn't good at the games, and so I just didn't. I enjoyed the videos, but I didn't actually get involved with them. But then one day, CNanners started uploading something called Minecraft, which looked... If you remember the first Minecraft scene, the first CNanners Minecraft series, really boring thumbnail. It looked like something out of an arcade game. I never watched any of them until, and we've moved on to part 3, by the way, Minecraft. Never really watched any of them, but I remember just, they were there, and then one day I was like, what is this? It was on like episode 17, I think, and I clicked on it, and I was like, okay, let's just see what this is about. And this is before Minecraft got really big. It was still in alpha. I believe it was. I think, let's see, alpha, that's weird, because I know I bought the game in alpha, but now that I'm thinking about it, did the Nether come out in alpha, or was that a beta thing? I'm almost positive that was a beta thing, so that's... Maybe I'm misremembering something, but the first one I watched was he was like, hey guys, I'm in my house, there's some skeletons outside, and I'm like, okay, is this like level 17 of this weird old arcade game? What's going on? And oh hey, Proximal Games, welcome to the chat, mate. You're joining Patrick Potts and Not Active and PJ Inc. and all the other great folks in the chat. Sorry, I got distracted. So he's like, yeah, I built this portal out here. And I was like, what do you mean you built a portal, CNanners? What kind of shenanigans is this? Sorry, guys. I'm cutting down trees to clear out an area around the house to build a square. Not sure if I made that clear or not. That's what I'm doing right now. Also talking about Minecraft. I'm like, CNanners, you're crazy. What are you doing right now? And he's like, yeah, I built this house out here. And I was like, CNanners, you're going crazy. What? And he goes outside and he goes to the portal. And some ghast attacked him. And... oh, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So, I was like, this is amazing. I've got to watch more of this. So I found X's Adventures in Minecraft. And then, I still wasn't interested in recording it. I won't lie. I did a couple of, like, tests to see if I could record a Minecraft tutorial. I couldn't. They weren't good. I had bad equipment. I was trying to record on my own laptop. I wasn't an entertaining person. It just did not come naturally to me at all. And I was like, this is terrible. This is the worst. So I just gave up. But then I discovered the Yogscast. I don't remember how. Oh, yes, I do. I was looking up modded Minecraft, and they had a video for Mo Creatures, and it was Simon, it was Lewis, it was Hannah, and it was hysterical. And I saw Shadow of Israel, and I saw what they were doing, and I was like, hold on, I can do a narrative. I can tell a story. It was not introduced in Beta 1.8. The Nether was introduced before that, because Beta 1.7 was when they had... Pistons, and the Nether was definitely out before that. I think it was Beta 1.6 was when the Nether was introduced. I know I got it before the Piston update, because I remember the Piston update. I read about a Piston update, and I was like, oh, cool, I can build engines in Minecraft. Not what it meant, but, you know, different kind of pistons. Anyway, back to the story. I was like, so I can tell a narrative in Minecraft. I can make these videos in Minecraft. So I started talking to a friend of mine, and we're now to, what, part 4 of the story? Well, I'm like, hey, buddy, we can make Minecraft videos and be famous like the Yogscast. Now, did that pan out? You better bet your bottom dollar it did. And we started the channel Legacy Cub. It's not around anymore, but all the videos we uploaded to that channel are on my channel under Cubs Classics. So if you go to the Cubs Classics playlist, you can watch all the old Legacy Cub videos. They're not awful. They're pretty okay. We had some pencil mics and we got through. This is probably far enough back, right about here. I reckon this is far enough back. Yeah, Ralph will correct me if not. And so I kind of... Oh, hey guys, by the way, if you could let me know, is the sound of digging too loud? Because if the sound of digging is too loud compared to my voice, I should probably adjust that now. You should just let me know. Anyway, Minecraft, making videos. Eventually, my buddy Austin, who I was doing the videos with, had to go back to high school. I had graduated, and I had this new iMac that I was using to edit videos. I'm like, I got time. So I took my old channel, the current channel, okay, well that's never good. Everyone remain calm. Okay. Nobody panic. Look, I'm still here. We're going to get right back into this. I'm not sure what happened, but I guess now that I'm here, though, we can probably use this time to adjust the sound a little bit, because I see some people saying it's fine, some people saying it's a bit loud. You know what? Doesn't hurt to change it a wee little bit. So we'll just go to Mixer, and we'll turn desktop audio to maybe 8, because it's at 10 right now. We'll turn it to 8. You know what? We'll go to 5. 5 is good. Because really, who wants to listen to... Oh, look at that. Excellent. It's back. Make it full screen. Poppin'. Cool. Back in we go. Oh, that crashed like my grades. Ayo! Ah, that's some good stuff there. I don't know what I did to make that happen. Looks like we're back in and everything is fine, though. So, what was I talking about? I completely lost track, right? I'm like, I'll do some Minecraft videos on my own. On this channel, it was called something different, but it was this channel. I think a lot of people in the chat now are confusing my old channel name with my old channel. My old channel is still up. The one that I used to upload skits to and sketches and stuff. That's still up, but it's something completely different. I never did gaming content on it. Howdy. Oh, wow, 17 people watching. Ooh, that's a lot of pressure. Well, for those of you who might have just joined, we're going through my history on YouTube. We are now up to the portion where I started doing some solo videos on this channel. It was called Brashiat Cub. Let's see if I can recap that story as quickly as possible, because I've told it a lot. Oh, there's a helicopter going by or something. Created a Minecraft account. Created a Microsoft Xbox account. Accidentally picked the name. It was one of the suggested ones. Couldn't change it unless I paid $10, so I stuck with it. There we go! That's the story of that. And it just went off from there, and I started to really like it. And unlike with the last channel with my buddy, I didn't set off on this one to be famous, because I'd pretty much given up on that. I just did this one because I was like, you know what? I'm having fun doing these videos. It's good for my editing, because I got to practice editing and stuff like that. So, and yeah, I've just been doing it ever since. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope to continue doing it for the foreseeable future, or until all of my trees start to take over my life, because I do have quite a few trees. I really want to make that a thing. I want to have like a whole... I'm considering donating as soon as I get moved into the Arbor Foundation, the Arbor Day Foundation, because then they'll just send me 10 trees, and I can get a discount on trees, so I can just order a lot of trees from them, and I can just have like a house yard full of trees, and that'll be pretty good. And that's how I got started. Good gosh, that was a long story, but that does pretty much cover from the beginning, from first time I saw Star Wars to now, how I got started on YouTube. And if you're watching this in the live stream, thank you for putting up with that. And if you're watching this after the stream, if you're like watching this for fun, like as part of the playlist, and you're like, oh geez, Cub, I am so sorry, I can't even imagine. Okay, so we'll just keep doing this number, I guess. I think this is probably going to be good enough. I think he just wanted me to kind of square off the area. You don't like vanilla? Why don't you like vanilla? See, for me, vanilla Minecraft is just like vanilla ice cream. It's the best because you can do anything with it. A lot of people are like, oh, are you going to go pick up some Bluebell? Make sure you get the mint one with the Oreos, or get the creamy one, or get the Millennium Crunch. I'm like, nah. You know what you get? You get vanilla. Because you get something like Millennium Crunch, yeah, it's good, but you're stuck with it. You have it for a really long time until you're done eating it. You get something like vanilla, it's like a blank sheet. You can do whatever you want to with it. And why is it so blurry? I don't know. Is it blurry? It might be blurry. I'm not sure. I can't fix that. You get the vanilla, though. It's a blank slate. And whatever you want in the vanilla... you can just add. Like, you can go to the store and you can be like, you know what? I do want some Oreos. So you just buy a bag of Oreos and you just add them. And then the next day you're like, I don't want Oreo ice cream. I want chocolate. Well, just get some hot fudge and you can add it. And you're like, you know, the next day you're like, I want some peanut butter. Just add the peanut butter. It's just, you get the vanilla and you do whatever you want to with it. And that's what I like about vanilla Minecraft, is it's good by itself. It's great. But also, you can just do whatever you want to with it. And you can't do that with a lot of mod packs. You try to do that with a lot of mod packs. You start trying to add your own mods. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's like, ha 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 ha, Shrek you, son. And then everything is just badness and awfulness and not fun times. So that's not always the best. So that's the thing you got to look out for. That's your public service announcement. When you go out to buy ice cream tonight, assuming you do, buy Bluebell because it's the best. And then get the vanilla, the homemade vanilla. It's not actually made in anyone's home. It's made in a factory. The good news is they got rid of all the diseases that were causing people to get sick. So there you go. You got that taken care of. Bluebell. Yeah, I'll still eat it. I was watching, like, after Bluebell was reintroduced in the market, and someone's like, no, Bluebell doesn't seem to care about my health. I don't want to eat it anymore. And I was like, you idiot. You've never had Bluebell. Because if you had Bluebell, you'd be like, yeah, Bluebell's back. Of course I'm going to eat it. Poison? Let it kill me. It's worth it. Because that's pretty much all of my friends' attitude when Bluebell... It's weird. We went into an apocalyptic rainy season. People have short memories, but earlier this year, You can like Oreos. That's fine. That's fine. Get a bag of Oreos and your homemade vanilla, and you can. I'm sorry, I'm reading things in the chat, and you can just add it yourself, and it'll be great. But anyway, Americans and adding peanut butter to everything. Well, I can't speak for all Americans, but for me, my name is Reese, so I don't want to say the name has influenced my taste buds, but I have always liked chocolate peanut butter. It's pretty good. And to be honest, I don't really like peanut butter with anything else besides just chocolate. Like I don't care for no, I don't. I don't even like a peanut butter jelly sandwich and then peanut butter chocolate ice cream. I don't, or peanut butter and chocolate together in pretty much any medium. I don't care for anything else. Like anything else, I'm just like, ugh. Why is peanut butter in that? Get rid of that. I do love my peanut butter though. I for the rest of America, I don't know. I can't. It's weird. People ask things like that. Like, why do Americans do this? I don't know. I don't know all 300 plus million of them. I can't ask all of them. I don't know. But what were we talking about? Bluebell. Right, apocalyptic rainy season. People have really short memories. So last summer, probably from the day Bluebell was pulled off the shelves to the day it started shipping out, it just started raining. And it was miserable. And it rained all day, every day. My best friend's wedding almost got rained out because of all the rain. And then 6 months later, all right, we have months and months and months and months of rain, like trees falling over because there's so much rain. All of my friends are like, it hasn't rained in forever. It's so dry. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? You were here during the rainy season. What do you mean it hasn't rained in forever? And then they're like, but at least Bluebell's back. And I'm like, heck yeah. None of this story had a point. Having now completed this story, I can now confirm that it had no point, and I do not know why I told it. It had nothing to do with... Uh-oh. Oh, that's weird. What, Nicholas Kelly, what have you posted? From where I'm sitting, it looks... I don't even know what is this? I don't even know what I'm looking at. So peanut butter... I mean, I can't speak for everyone's peanut butter preferences, but if you just buy the natural peanut butter, it doesn't have any sugar. It's one of the best things you can snack on, because it's just malted up, like peanuts, and just all blended together, and there's enough oil in there. It's perfectly fine for you. It's really good, too. I love natural peanut butter. I can't even eat other types of peanut butter anymore because it just makes me sick. My brother, on the other hand, my brother's real into fitness. If you guys haven't seen Little Bro Cub lately, in fact, just since we stopped doing that series on Blockhead Bros, he started going to the gym. He's completely changed his diet. He won't even know... Good gosh. Right, he won't even eat regular, like, natural peanut butter. Okay, so it's weird. But he's like, nah, I can't eat the natural peanut butter. I'm like, why not? It's perfectly good for you. And he's like, nah, the oils, there's too many oils. I'm like, well, what do you eat? And he's like, I eat the PB, which is like a powdery peanut butter. And I'm like, dude, it's got, like, sugar added to it. And he's like, yeah, but it doesn't have the oils. And then I'm just like, but yeah, but, and then he's just like, puts his, like, finger up to silence me. He just, like, puts his finger to his lips and then pulls up his shirt and shows me his abs. I'm like, what, am I just supposed to lie down and take defeat and admit that you're right? And he's just like, shh, look at my abs. And I'm like, fine, yeah, you know what? You got a six-pack. Whatever, you're fine. PB2, whatever, do your thing. I followed him around the grocery store the other day. I had to go grocery shopping, and he went grocery shopping, and we were in the Kroger, because that's where we shop. It's like one of the only options. I mean, there's a lot of options, but it's a new one, and it's really nice. Okay, so we've got a European. We got a couple of Europeans. So, you know how people are always like, why do Americans always do this? I'm going to do that to you guys now while you're here. So, Europeans, let's see. European. What's kind of like a stereotypical thing? Okay, here's one. No, I can't. I literally can't think of anything. Why do Europeans always ask about why do all Americans always do this? There you go. If that question made sense, answer that now. What was he even talking about? All right, Micah. Yeah, he's just disgusting. He's disgusting, and he's fit, and he's trim, and he's always at the gym, and he's like, And I followed him around the Kroger, and I bought the groceries that he bought, and I gotta say, good gosh, the things that this kid gets. It's weird food, but it's actually, no, I was gonna say some of it's pretty good. It's not. It's all actually very awful. I would much rather just eat, like, beef smothered in peanut butter and fried. No, I'm kidding. No, we already talked about the peanut butter. That was a joke. Definitely don't want my beef smothered in peanut butter. That sounds like the worst. Or does it? Hold on. Now, see, now I'm thinking about it. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure that that sounds so bad. Peanut butter beef. I mean, I've definitely heard of and seen worse things. I was going to say I was raised. I wasn't raised. Americans are so strange to you. You see, it's funny you say that, but I think that for most people, I think Americans, you can probably know the American culture better because it's all up in films and TV shows and stuff. Like, I listen to a lot of podcasts from people around the world, mostly Australia for some reason, and they seem to know the American culture pretty well, and they seem to consume a lot of American entertainment, and I've always assumed that that's the reason. But for Americans, people are like, "Oh, Americans are ignorant of the culture in the world," and it's like, well, we don't really get a whole lot of it. I mean, aside from what Doctor Who, um, there's not really a whole lot of other outward influences, cultural influences here. So I think it's made sense that other people kind of know more about us than we do other people. I mean, saying that, I do listen to. For me, it's weird. I know things about other cultures, but none of the things that I know are useful. Like, I know a lot about the UK, for instance, because I listen to a lot of Yogscast, lots of Yogscast stuff. But everything that I know about the UK and the culture is all pointless. Like, at no point is anyone ever going to come up to me and say, quick, 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 who makes Jaffa cakes? I'm going to be like, McVitie's! And they're like, yay! Although that did come in handy one time when I walked into a store in Disney World in Epcot. And I was like, oh, you have a lot of McVitie snacks. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, do you have Jaffa cakes? And they're like, oh, no, sorry, lad, we don't. That's not what they said. I mean, that's not exactly how they said it either, but I feel like it's close enough. Like, no, sorry, love, we don't. And I'm like, oh, darn it. But aside from that one instance, when is any of that going to come in handy? Same thing with Australia. I know a lot of weird, random Australian facts that are never going to get me anywhere, courtesy of Sans Pants and Mr. Sunday Movies. And that's, again, never going to come in handy. What was I talking about? What were we talking about before this? What was the conversation piece? I feel like we were talking about something, maybe not important per se, but at least halfway useful to talk about. And then I just went off on this absolutely bizarre tangent. I mean, I'm not blaming anyone. It's my fault. I should have kept track. I need like a note and paper. What I need is an assistant. I've been toying with this idea for a while now. Is I need an assistant to monitor the live stream and keep track of things for me, so that they can be like, hey, here's the top comments, reply to them, and I can be like, okay. And then when I'm like, oh no, what was I talking about? They can be like, you were talking, and I can be like, oh yeah. And they'll be like, you owe me money, and I'll be like, I can't afford to pay you. And that'll be it. I think that'll be. Oh, you guys can't find my first channel? Yeah, I highly doubt. Proximal Games, give up. Just give up. I have made excellent strides in never mentioning it and making sure that no one ever finds it, because it's bad. It's embarrassing. Misa vanished. What? No one? No one else got that? Okay. You know, we don't really need all of these, so we'll cook those up. I think 3 ought to do it. Feel good about that. Okay, sticks, a couple of them, and a couple of these. Things from the bushes and things from the trees. I think they're yucky, but I know they'll please my friends for dinner. Da-da-da. Okay, we can't combine those to repair them. Comment down below if you know what that song is from. Friends for dinner. Do-do-do. Friends for dinner. He just wants to have friends for dinner. Da-da-da-da. Is this cheating using the F7? I don't feel like this is cheating. We want to make sure we don't get any monsters spawning in here. I feel like this is perfectly acceptable. I do it in modded series, right? So, I mean, what's the big deal? What's the deal with airplane food? Just put down a bunch of torches everywhere. It's hard to see the little lines on the sand. Lines on the sand. That is not a song. And for good reason. If it was, it'd be really dumb. I was about to also say something else really dumb. I was going to say, do you think this would be easier at night? No. Sand is the same color. It doesn't change color. It just gets a bit darker. Maybe that does make sense, though. Maybe if it's a bit darker, it'll be easier to... Nah, I don't know. I feel like... making love... I feel like making love... That's an inappropriate song for this YouTube channel. Oh... Whoa. What? This is my problem, folks. I don't know what is wrong with my brain, but I can't keep track of what we're talking about. I will go off on a tangent Like, you would not believe. And now, there is no way we can get back to what we were talking about. I literally have no clue where to even start. I don't even know where to post? Post what? You want to post me something? I do have an address. You can post things to me. Proximal Games, you did not find it. You are lying. You did not. You crazy joker. It's not a thing. It's not a... I hope he's lying. I hope he's not telling the truth. We need a new Matchbox. This one's almost out. Was that... Did I just have paper? Or was that sugar? That was just sugar. Okay, no, we need paper. I was talking about trees? Pearson Brothers... No, I don't think Pearson Brothers would be... Oh, no. No. What's the actual channel? Post the channel URL, Proximal. Let's see if he actually found the channel. Oh, I feel like sick in my stomach now. This is bad. Oh, no. If the channel URL is correct, I'll let you folks know. No, he didn't. Name is Pearson Brothers? I don't think that it is, though. I mean, that might be our names, but I don't remember that being the channel name. I remember what the channel name was. I remember it being something that I won't say right. Good gosh, darn it! Okay, look, I'm looking it up myself now. Everybody remain calm. Good grief. YouTube.com/ Oh, no, it is called Pearson Brothers. Oh, no. How many of my videos are still up on here? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, everybody go watch Man vs. Wild the Reese Way. Wait till this is done. Then it will go. I'm going to be posting a link for you to all go watch something. Wait until I'm done with this stream, though, and then I'll release you all into the world. Oh, no. This is terrible. This has happened. See, I was going to save this for, like, a future event and be like, hey, everybody, we reached 10 million subscribers. Here's my old channel. It's fine, though, because this will blow over in, like, a couple of weeks. I've now got 17,000 subscribers. They're not all going to see this video. It'll be fine. It'll all be fine. Juan Flores? Is that correct? Is that how you say your name? Welcome to your first live stream. Please remain with me, folks. We're almost done here. We're just going to put down a few more torches. And then I will be giving the link out to everyone who wants to go see that terrible, terrible channel. Good gosh. I'm now sad. I don't know why. It's not like I'm super embarrassed by it, right? Like, I don't want to make everybody think it's going to be, oh, it's super great. It's like Cub in his underwear. Why that would be super great in your mind is a bit disturbing. But no, that's not what it is. It's just, it's all pretty sad. It's all of it's just humble beginnings, I guess. Everybody's got it. I mean, have you seen pictures of, like, young stars? They look pretty awful, too. Like, J-Law... Actually, J-Law was a pretty cute little kid, so she got that going for her. But what does that have to do with anything? Everyone was in that embarrassing play as a kid, right? Like, you were all in a play that was really awful. And if your friends ever found, like, the VHS tape that your mom recorded on her, like, Sony Handycam camcorder, you'd all be really embarrassed. But then it does eventually leak, and you kind of look back on it, and you're like, oh, yeah, memories. And you're kind of okay with it. I'm kind of hoping that's what this will be like. So it looks like we have now properly secured everything. And, yeah, it looks like we're all good. All right. When Ralph is ready to move the world, it's now prepared to be moved. Also, we don't have any monsters spawning within the walls, so we should be semi-safe. Well, folks, I told you, if you're watching this right now and you're watching it... Oh, I hope that doesn't mess up the stream, me tabbing out. If you're watching this after the fact, if you're not in the live stream, I'll go ahead and put a link to this Big Reach 6 in the description of the video as well, if I think about it. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, this is my crowning achievement. Right here. I played this video for... Can I paste it? I played that video for everyone that I knew. It's now in the chat, guys, if you're watching live. I'm watching it now myself. Oh, geez. Is that playing through the desktop audio? I'm going to mute the desktop audio. Okay, here's what we're going to do. All right, everybody. Everybody is what's gonna happen. I hope I don't get like a. Does this have any? Oh, cool. It doesn't have any. I would. Okay, doesn't matter. Two likes, one dislike. I need you all go like it. Okay. I'm gonna post it one more time. Everybody, open it up, but don't start playing it yet. So there it is again. There it is again. Get it loaded, and what we're going to do is I'm going to hit play, and we're all going to watch it together, and I'm going to commentate through it. Okay, we're going to do a commentary track. Now, I'm not going to play the video because it has some copyrighted material that I don't want flagged in this video. If you're watching this after the fact, if you're watching this video as part of the playlist, check off. It's fine. Just go ahead and leave. But if you want to be a part of something, you can follow the link. All right, here we go. I mean, I guess I could share the video, but not the audio. I could do that. Because I don't think there's any copyright. I'm just kind of scrolling through it here right now. And yeah, I don't see any copywritten visuals. Yeah, okay, we'll go ahead and do that. All right, let me go ahead and change this real quick. We're going to add... I'm doing this all on the fly. Okay. Browser source. That's not how we do it. Hold on, folks. I'm not good with OBS. Okay, we'll just do a display capture for display number... Is this 3? Nope, display number 1. Okay. All right. And then I'll make sure that that's actually... Yeah, that should be showing up. Yeah, looks like that's working. Alrighty, folks. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not putting the sound on. And if you do happen to have it, you can play it with the sound. And just, I don't, here we go. Yep, here we go. Pearson Productions. This is me and my brother in my backyard. Oh man, look at that tie-dye shirt. That is fantastic. I bought that tie-dye shirt, I think, when I was 12 years old, and I wore it until it had holes in it. I bought it at like a, one of those, what... Oh, good gosh. I have a matching tie-dye shirt tied around the top of my... You can hear Micah. If you're listening to the audio, I had my little brother recording. You can hear him giggling. Right. Oh, back of our house right there. Yeah. Oh, this is awful. That accent, though, I'm pretty proud of that. I don't think I could do that anymore. We did not have framing worked out at all. Like, everything's happening in the bottom half of the screen. Oh, man, that's pretty awful. Chalupa, is that... Canupa! Oh! Came up with that one on the fly. If you're watching and listening to the audio... I think I was 14 when I made this, actually. I might have been 16, I guess. Yep, there's your Canupa plant. Sprite bottle. Oh, this is terrible. And this is a really weird way to end an episode of Minecraft Weekly. Seriously, guys, if you want to hear this with the audio, the audio is pretty good for, like, my little Canon handheld camera. I didn't even do any, like, post work on it, so there you go. I wouldn't have known how. Let's move. Oh, I can't even do the accent anymore. Right, so we went and we dug around until we found the grossest, nastiest, like, water thing in the world. And then we just filled it up with water and we sat it down there to record. And my dog kept drinking out of it. I was like, stop it. This is disgusting. We just need it for a video. And he's like, nah, I'm going to drink up. Also, he kept running off, so we had to chain him down because he kept running away. I was like, no, look. Stay here. That's Smokey, by the way, is his name. Yeah, I think, oh, you know what? I think you're right, Slime Games. I think we got that out of the old pool, so it's just nasty old pool water. And they had to chain the dog down so he wouldn't run away. What is this? This is me commentating one of my old videos that someone... you know what? I think we still have that wheelbarrow. Well... Yeah, it is in excellent condition because I think we're still No, you know what? We do have a different one. We have a different one now because I used it to mix perlite and some potting soil for my trees earlier. How many people are still watching this stream? We were done with Minecraft Weekly. I don't even know why. Oh, you know what? I can't. I forgot. I'm sharing that monitor, so I can't really hop around any. Mike is giggling in the background. You can hear him say, "I got that" in the background. Oh man. So I got a slightly chubby stomach, but wow, was I skinny back then compared to now. Pretty good shape too. Look at them legs. That's some pretty serious legs right there, mate. Oh man. Right. I remember what we did. All of this, by the way, none of this was planned. I gave my brother the camera and I was like, let's go figure this out. And we pretty much made it up as we went. There was no planning, no plotting. Whatever we found lying around, we just threw into it. I don't know why I put bushes on. Oh, yep. Here we go. Micah sounds so little. He must have been 5 or 6 years old when we recorded this. And he just has the sweetest little voice. And also, we had not yet let Smokey go. You can hear him barking in the background. That's because we still had him chained up because we hadn't let him go yet. I think we'd originally planned on... Oh, look, I'm picking my nose. And wiping it on my shirt. Oh, I'm super happy that's in this video. Oh, man, look at my old man socks. I used to just wear socks and pull them up as high as they go, and my friend Kaylee used to get on to me all the time. She's like, "You look like an 80-year-old man." It's like, whatever. And she's like, "You need." She eventually forced me to fold my socks over, or she wouldn't walk around Disney World with me. And then she made me buy shorter socks, which was easy because I was in love with her. I would have done anything she asked. But she ended up marrying this squatty little neighbor boy. It's cool though. We're still friends. It's good. And when he mysteriously dies from the brakes going out, well. Probably get married or something. I don't know. I hadn't really planned it all out. That was a joke, by the way. No, for the most part. Now, this wouldn't work anymore with your modern LED flashlight. They don't produce enough heat to cook your fish. I don't even think I knew what spontaneous combustion was when I made this. This is, yeah, it's such Minecraft. It's fitting for, like, the end of an episode of Minecraft Weekly because it is extremely Minecrafty. Micah just keeps giggling. It's weird. He's holding that camera really still, though. Like, there is a bit of image stabilization in the camera, but this is not on a tripod. I don't even think we owned a tripod, so this is literally just him standing there with it. We might, you know what? We might have had. Right. So for those of you listening without audio, there's a Darth Vader sound effect there. 333 views on this video, which is weird. This has gotten more than all of my Assassin's Creed videos. That wasn't planned. Yeah, that just fell off, and we never figured out why. So we're going to be getting into the super copyrighted music here as soon as I find... Oh man, the accent is so inconsistent. So that hasn't changed either. Sideburns, rocking those sideburns. So this was before I had the guts to grow facial hair. I think that happened right after this. I finally just gave up shaving and was like, you know what? Physics, yeah. We just got rid of that four-wheeler too. It broke down and we never got around to fixing it. And we had a guy out taking care of some trees on the property, and he offered to take it off for us. That's pretty sad. I've got a living memory of it here, though, so that's nice. Also, Micah was sitting on the front of the four-wheeler for this. I'm telling him not to make any noises. Yep, there's your copyrighted music there. Da 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 da. Oh yeah, we do have a tripod. It's right there in the back of the bag. So there you go. I wonder what I was trying to make. Wait, where did the backpack come from? Did I have that? I didn't have that through the whole video. I'm giving him directions and I didn't even bother cutting them out. It's like, get down, walk, follow B. Oh man, so this is before that little breezeway there. We've remodeled it. It's now a room. It's like a little sitting room. So this is very old. We must have had our kittens here too. Oh, there you go. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Director, producer. I wonder how many typos there are in this. Writer and editor, R.M. Pearson. Yeah, son. So there you go. That was, at one point in my life, my greatest achievement. Again, link to that. I'll put it in the description of the video if you're watching this after the fact. If you're watching the live stream, I've just spammed it a few times. Better than Deadpool. Well, thank you. Right. That was there. There's some other things on that channel if you want to watch them for whatever reason. The re-show where Mikey gets his arm bitten off, the Mystery of Pooh, which was part of like a 4-part series. I guess we can switch back to that real fast. This is the channel here. Just us goofing around is what all of this is. I made 4 of these kind of videos for my uncle. I guess this is the only one YouTube hasn't taken down yet for some sort of issue. Oh man, I need to download these. I need to download these and make sure I have them on hand in case something ever happens to them. The Clone, that was a good one. That was when they released a new version of not Final Cut, a new version of what is the Apple editing software? What is it? The iMovie. My eyes are bleeding. The iMovie, it had fast forward and rewind and stuff. We did some stuff there. Day in the life of the average clone, Christmas tree, the clone, in 1minute and 40 seconds for whatever reason. Of me playing some mandolin. Both of those are really terrible. I'm much, much better these days. And then, of course, my crowning achievement, my clone music video. It's too late to apologize. Definitely something I would never be able to upload anymore. Firelane Films. What is that? Have I uploaded anything to Firelane? No, I didn't upload anything to well, A Day in the Life of the Average Clone, but I also uploaded that to here? What? Firelane Films. That was a big thing I had planned. Filmed by Michael Bay. Well, folks, thank you so much for tuning into this. If you tuned into the live stream, you've watched me build the Great Wall. We would have done Donald Trump proud with this wall. But yeah, that's political. We've see, now that statement could be taken in a lot of ways. It could be taken in support of Donald Trump, not what it was intended. It could be taken as a knock on Donald Trump, also not what I intended. It was just a reference that he talks about walls a lot, and that's what we did in this episode. So, 26 notifications. Yeah, I haven't been checking notifications a lot because I've been so busy trying to make sure my computer gets running again. So that's pretty much all I've been doing the last few days. I figured out a lot of things. Oh my gosh, it's done. I can edit videos again. So we will have a video tomorrow, and we'll have another Minecraft Weekly this Friday. So this is the end of the stream. Thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Bye. How do I stop a stream? I don't remember. Oh, I do this first. Right? And so we will have a video tomorrow. Oh no. Oh no, I've created a feedback. I've created a feedback. And this is stop it.